Alright, so this is a trailhead for the sawmill, which is nice because there's actually plenty of water on this trip. A little bit of the surrounding. It's a nice, flat, easy, about 3.5 miles out. Will be a welcome change from what we did the other day. All right, let's get going. About a mile in now, still pretty flat, so it'll be most of that for most of the trail. There's a little bit of a gain for the last mile, but what's interesting about this hike is that at the end of it, the reason why it's called the Sawmill Trail is because there used to be an old encampment up there, and that's where they cut the timber for Logan, and then they just send it down the river. And during the winter, they were just snowed up there for 4 or 5 months, so they had to bring everything that they needed before that happened, and they just spent the winter up in a camp. And then in the spring, they'd start all over again, and that's basically how Logan was built. So about 2 miles in, about another mile to go, but there's a little bit of shade here, and there's running water. See some cool little butterflies, and we got some dam up there, a little bit. We are in an extreme drought right now, so the river is significantly lower than what it normally is. I think they would have quite a hard time fording logs down this right now, like they did turn of the century. But like I said, this is probably one of the few trails that is still going to have water that's dependable. So luckily Logan River hasn't dried up yet, but like I said, you can see the river is usually a lot higher than this by at least a foot or two. So look at that rock, you can see how high it normally is. But like I said, at least it still has water. So a lot of the trails, I don't expect them to. But get a little bit of cloud cover. We're supposed to get some rain today, but honestly, we'll probably welcome that on the way back. I really don't remember this much beaver activity the last time that I was out here. It's been a few years since I've been out here though, so yeah, it's definitely a lot different. Like I said, there's a lot more beaver activity, and obviously because of the drought, the water level is a lot lower. And a nice little reprieve from the direct sunlight. A little bit of shade from that sun. So this is about the last 3/4 of a mile or so. There is a little bit of an elevation gain. It's all kind of at the end, but it's worth it. It's a fun hike. I'm coming back down. It'll be super easy. So, and rain is forecast at noon, so might get a nice little shower on my way down. It's cool off that way, so that will be welcome. Onward we go. There's Sarah taking a break. We finally made it up. There are thunderclouds rolling in. Took a little bit longer than what I thought it would, but we made it up here. It's about 11:23 right now. So we have got a little bit of a hike back down. It's a little over 3 miles. It is downhill, so it should be relatively quick. But this is the top of the Sawmill Trail. And up here in all this beautiful woods, this is all cut down, replanted, and sent down the river. And this is what built turn of the century Logan, including our really old temple. So this is what the Mormons did when they made it up here to build the town, and they had to spend winters up here to do it. I haven't explored a whole lot. I was hoping to today around here. It'll have to be another time, but there are foundations from the sawmill and stuff around here. This is to kind of commemorate what they did. What's funny about this is I forgot I should have done this on my birthday and did the other one maybe today, but because of weather we changed it. But 7/26/41 is when this monument was constructed. So it was 42 years before I was born. This thing has been standing. 43 years. Making myself older for some reason. But this is it. It's beautiful up here. Like I said, quick break. So, thunderclouds are definitely around us. Trying to burn off as much of the trail going downhill as we can. A lot of the elevation gain is in the last mile. So, should be able to get down this pretty quick. The rest of it's relatively flat. So, been going for about 10 minutes now. And just keep trucking down, try and beat the rain as much as we can, but honestly, as soon as we get out of this canopy, the rain will probably be pretty welcome. So, I just don't want to get stuck in something torrential. But it says about a 40% chance, so 60-40. Those are good odds, right? Check in later. So we're a little over halfway out of the trail, and it's starting to sprinkle. So we made pretty good time down. I don't expect it to take too much longer, but it's definitely coming down. I was hoping that we would miss it, but we didn't. But like I said, luckily we're maybe about a mile or so out. I think, so it won't be too bad. But I will check in a little further down and we'll see how the conditions are then. So I'm about half a mile from the trailhead. The rain has been pretty steady, but it hasn't been super overwhelming. But it's a little bit further. And then we'll be back to the safety of the car. Check in with you then. So you can really see how hard it's coming down based off of the water. But we made it. Trailhead is just right there.
Photobomb!
So that is going to be the end of our trip. So have a good one.